Did you know that the Amur Leopard went through ancient hybridization events with the Snow Leopard? Or did you know that the Amur Leopard have algorithmic hunting strategies? Well, welcome to the video as we are going to fish out the secret facts of the amazing Amur Leopard. We'll first explore their general statistics, then their genetic and behavioral adaptations, and lastly, their plight and conservation efforts. But before we do that, let us begin with an ancient proverb that whispers through the tiger. An old Manchurian story explains the origin of the leopard spots. It says that long ago, the leopard was plain and envious of the night sky's remarkable beauty. The leopard asked the spirit for a coat as magnificent as the starry night. The spirit agrees but warns that such beauty comes with a price. The leopard will forever be smoked by humans like they are made out of oil. And for what? For the crime of just having a stunning rare coat. And now let's venture into the realm of the Amur Leopard, where myth and reality intertwine like vines in the ancient forest, in the far reaches of Primorsky Krai, where winter's icy breath meets the whispers of the sea. An icon of a cat, built like a sick joke, prose with ghostly grace. The Amur Leopard, a creature of such rare beauty that its very existence seems a defiance of fate. Whispers of frost on fallen leaves, a shadow sleeps through the winter's eaves, rosettes like galaxies unfurled, last echoes of a vanishing world. Jade eyes pierce through the silvered mist, pause silent where the snow has kissed. In forest where the old gods dwell, the Amur Leopard weaves its secret spell. This is a tale of resilience, a saga of a species dancing on the knife edge of existence. With fewer than 120 souls left in the wild, each Amur Leopard carries the weight of its entire race upon its shoulder. They are the silent sentinels of the Sihote Alin, the living embodiments of the wilderness they inhabit. So now, let's start to fish out their vital statistics. And before we do that, I just want to say welcome to Haiwan. It's the channel that talks about each and every animal subspecies. And this is the first season where I'll be talking about the big cat subspecies. And if you like the vision of this channel, I'm inviting you, dear viewer, to be my audience. By hitting that subscribe button and adding notification, you'll get notified by my weekly videos that are informative, poetic, and a bit entertaining. So that said, let us now fish out the secrets behind their vital statistics. These are leopard rosettes, but their rosettes are slightly different from their cousin down south or in Africa. The Amur leopard definitely rosette mugs other leopards, but this is because that the leopard family occupies more real estate than any other undomesticated feline, as there are 8 races of leopards, namely the famous African leopard, the Indian leopard, the Javan leopard, the Arabian leopard, in which I've made a full video about it, so check it out, the Persian leopard, the Indo-Chinese leopard, the Sri Lankan leopard, and lastly, our protagonist, the Amur leopard, also known scientifically as Panthera pardus orientalis. It's a beast that stands out as a testament to nature's resilience, yet teeters in the precipice of oblivion. But picture, if you will, a magnificent creature, its body a canvas of golden-hued fur, adorned with rosettes as unique as fingerprints. These leopards stretch up to 6.5 feet from nose to tail, with males tipping the scales at a formidable 110 pounds, while the slightly smaller females reaches around 90 pounds. Their powerful frames belie an agility that will make them to be the most talented life taker in the feline family. But it's not their physical prowess that makes this Amur leopard a true marvel of nature. It's their scarcity, as this cat lives on Ghost Street because in the vast tapestry of life on Earth, fewer than 120 of these creatures remain in the wild. Their paw prints are rare embellishment on the snows of their dwindling habitat. This number, a stark reminder of human impact, has risen from a mere 30 individuals recorded in 2007, a glimmer of hope in a sea of death and conservation challenges. Their domain, once sprawling across the Korean peninsula and parts of China, has shrunk to a mere 700 square kilometers in the Russian Far East. Here, they reign as lords of a realm increasingly encroached upon by human ambition. Each leopard guards a territory as vast as 300 square kilometers, a kingdom where solitude is both a blessing and a curse. And in this land of extremes, the Amur leopards showcases nature's ingenuity. Their thick coat, longer than any other leopards, allows them to thrive in temperatures plummeting to a bone-chilling minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. These adaptations turn them into a living embodiment of winter's beauty. Their spotted coats a stark contrast against the snow-laden landscape. And the cycle of life of these elusive cats is a delicate dance. Females give birth to 2 or 3 cubs every 2 to 3 years. Each new life a precious addition to a precariously small population. These cubs, born blind and utterly dependent, embody the vulnerability and resilience of their species. For 18 months, they will learn the ways of the forest from their mother before venturing out to carve their own path in the taiga. So that said, Amur leopard are not merely survivors, they are master hunters with the ability to run at speeds up to 37 miles per hour and leap 19 feet horizontally. They are the very definition of feline grace and power. This spotted middle finger of the food chain has a grocery list primarily consisting of lunch meat as diverse and varied from the raw to the cicadea to the boa, badger, raccoon dog, and even bear cubs, as every creature with some flesh is fair game for the Amur leopard, which actually reflects the delicate balance of predator and prey in their ecosystem. And not to forget the insane strength of these perfect hunters, as these leopard might have the craziest deadlift without even being a glorified gym rat. Well, hearing that, it's a bummer that 1 in 10 hunts is actually successful. And now let's jump into the theories of their genetic adaptations. In the frigid embrace of the Russian Far East, where winter's icy fingers paint the landscape in hues of white and grey, a living testament to nature's ingenuity silently stalks the frozen forest. Now, let's unravel the genetic tapestry behind this magnificent beast. Woven through millennia of adaptation to one of the hardest environments on Earth, let's start by talking about the secrets behind their luxurious coat. The Amur leopard's thick, luxurious coat stands out as its most visible adaptation, a genetic gift honed by countless winters. This fur, up to 7 centimeters long in winter, is significantly longer and denser than that of its tropical cousins. Beneath its plush exterior lies a layer of dense underfur, a genetic innovation that traps warmth close to the body. This DIY thermal blanket allows the leopard to thrive in temperatures that will chill other felines to the bone. But the story of cold adaptation goes deeper than fur. The very blood that courses through the Amur leopard's veins tells a tale of genetic ingenuity. Their hemoglobin, the party bars of oxygen, carrying protein in blood, has evolved to function more efficiently in cold temperatures. This subtle yet crucial adaptation ensures that even when the mercury plummets, the leopard's body remains fueled and functional. And speaking of functionality, it's about the Amur's leopard robust physique. With its powerful limbs and robust paws, it's not merely a product of diet and exercise, but a genetic predisposition sculpted by the demand of their snowy domain. Their larger size compared to other leopard subspecies is a result of Bergmann's rule in action, a biological principle where animals in colder climates tend to be larger to conserve heat more effectively. And even the distinctive rosettes that adorn the Amur leopard's coat speak to genetic adaptation. These markings, larger and more widely spaced than those of other leopards, provide superior camouflage in the dapple light of their forest home. Each unique pattern is a genetic fingerprint, a testament to the diversity that has allowed this species to survive despite perilously low population numbers. But perhaps most remarkable is the Amur leopard's genetic resilience in the face of doing the Alabama deed far away from Alabama. But despite their critically low numbers, these leopards shown a surprising ability to maintain genetic diversity as scientists have identified genetic variations that may confer resistance to certain diseases, a crucial adaptation for a population teetering on the brink of joining their long-gone European leopard. And there is the Amur leopard's metabolism. This adaptation too bears the hallmark of genetic adaptations to feast or farming conditions. You know, the classical fasting for a whole week after feasting a whole deer or boar. This is because their bodies are remarkably efficient at storing and utilizing energy, allowing them to survive on sporadic meals, a necessity in an environment where prey can be as scarce as my recent subscribers. And speaking of scarcity, even their reproductive biology shows signs of adaptations to their challenging environments. Females possess the ability to delay implantations of fertilized eggs, a genetic trait that allows them to time the birth of their cubs to coincide with more favorable conditions, a genetic engineered family planning best suited to our single mother Siberian queens. But perhaps the most intriguing chapter in the Amur leopard's genetic history is that of adaptive integration. Adaptive integration is the incorporation of genetic materials from other species through ancient interbreeding events. Hidden within the Amur leopard's genome are whispers of unspeakable acts with snow leopards and other now extinct felids. These genetic ghost remnants of long ago liaisons have gifted the Amur leopards with additional tools for survival. Genes that may have originated in the snow leopard, for instance, could contribute to the Amur leopard's superior cold tolerance and high altitude adaptations, despite its primarily low altitude habitat. This genetic melding speaks to a past where the boundaries between species were more fluid, and adaptation means embracing genetic diversity from multiple sources. So, interspecies orgies were a thing in the past. And so that said, now let's expose the behavioral secrets of the Amur leopards. In the hushed silence of the Russian Far East, where ancient forests meet icy winds, the Amur leopard, this rare and majestic creature, a living emblem of survival, has honed its behaviors through millennia to thrive in one of the world's most unforgiving environments. Let us embark on a journey through the intricate tapestry of the Amur leopard's behavioral adaptation, each a brushstroke in nature's masterpiece of survival. And now let's start with the Amur leopard's solo nature, which is not merely a preference but a finely tuned strategy for survival in a land where resources are scarce. These feline mascot of temperate leopard carved out vast territories, sometimes spanning up to 300 square kilometers, a behavioral adaptation that ensures sufficient protein rush, aka prey items, and minimizes competition, aka to avoid paying tax to the tigers and bears. as in this realm of solitude, they became ghosts of the forest. Sometimes their presence are known only by the soft imprint left in the freshly fallen snow. And as twilight descends and the forest is bathed in shadows, the Amur leopards comes alive. This crepuscular nature is a behavioral shift from their more diurnal tropical cousin, an adaptation to the long harsh winters of their homeland. In this dim light of dawn and dusk, they emerge to hunt. Their exceptional night visions are perfect complement to their stealthy movements. And speaking about using stealthy movements, perhaps the most remarkable behavioral adaptation of the Amur leopards is its ability to bug prey. As in the unforgiving winter months, when food is at its scarcest, these leopards will secure their extra protein high into the trees, safely out of reach of other predators. This behavior not only protects their hard-earned meal, but allowing them to return to feed over several days, maximizing the benefit of each successful hunt. And in order to have a successful hunt, the hunting strategies employed by the Amur leopard are a masterclass in precision and efficiency, honed by generations of evolutions into an almost algorithmic perfection. These solitary predators are masters of hide and seek game. Their approach a carefully calculated sequence of stealth, patience, and explosive action. They begin by identifying high probability hunting ground areas where their victims are likely to gather or pass through. Using their acute senses and intimate knowledge of their territory, they can position themselves downwind of their quarry, often utilizing natural features of the landscape for concealment. Then the final approach is a study in controlled movement. Each step placed with exquisite care to avoid alerting their prey. When the movement is right, they explode into action, covering short distances with incredible speed and power, marking their victims out of the tiger sensors. This method of hunting, while energy intensive in its final movement, conserves precious calories during the long periods of waiting. A crucial adaptation in an environment where every joule of energy can mean the differences between survival and starvation. And in the realm of maternal care, Amur leopard mothers are paragons of dedication. Cubs remain with their mother for up to 2 years, an extended period compared to other leopard subspecies. During this time, they learn the intricate skills necessary for navigating and conquering the tiger, from hunting techniques to identifying self-shelters. This prolonged period of maternal care is a behavioral adaptation that ensures the next generation is well equipped to face the challenges of their harsh habitat. And now let's go into the uncomfortable parts of the video. Let's jump into their plight and conservation efforts. The plight of the Amur leopard is a tale of tragedy and hope intertwined, a narrative that speaks to the broader story of our planet's biodiversity crisis. Once roaming freely across the vast swathes of Korea, China, and Russia, these magnificent felines now cling to a fragmented habitat, their numbers reduced to a mere whisper of their former abundance. Habitat loss stands as the most formidable foe in the Amur leopard's fight for survival. The relentless march of human development have carved away their forest home, leaving behind isolated pockets of wilderness too small to sustain a thriving population. Each tree fallen, each patch of land cleared for agriculture or industry is a wound to the ecosystem that sustains these rare cats, and the specter of poaching looms larger over the Amur leopard's population. Their stunning coats, once an evolutionary advantage for camouflage, have become a deadly liability in the face of Western greed. The illegal wildlife trade casts a long shadow, with each leopard lost to a poacher's snare representing an irreplaceable loss to the gene pool of this critically endangered species. And to add insult to injury, there is the human-wildlife conflict, which adds another layer of complexity of the Amur leopard's plight. As their habitat shrinks, these adaptable predators sometimes venture into areas of human habitation, leading to confrontations that often end tragically for the leopards. Livestock predation, although rare, can provoke retaliatory killings, further diminishing their precarious population. And there is this threat of genetic bottleneck, which looms over the remaining Amur leopards. With numbers so low, the risk of inbreeding depression becomes a real concern, potentially weakening the population's resilience to disease and environmental changes. Each individual's loss represents not just a numerical decline, but a narrowing of the genetic diversity crucial for the species' long-term survival. Despite these daunting challenges, conservation efforts offers hope for the Amur leopards. Protected areas like Russia's Land of the Leopard National Park provide crucial havens. Anti-poaching patrols, scientific research, and camera traps contribute to their protection. Captive breeding programs also serve as genetic safeguard. There is also international cooperation between Russia, China, and conservation organizations that bolsters these efforts. Community engagement and education also fosters local support. Innovative solutions address human-wildlife conflicts, while habitat restoration projects aim to expand the leopard's range. As a recent survey indicate a small but encouraging population increase reflecting the conservationist dedication and the species' resilience. However, significant challenges persist in ensuring the Amur leopard's long-term survival. And in the end, the story of the Amur leopard is our story too, a narrative of redemption, of humanity's capacity to recognize our impact on the natural world and to take steps to protect and nurture it. As we strive to secure a future for these rare and beautiful creatures, we are not just preserving a species, we are safeguarding a piece of our planet's living heritage, ensuring that silent footfalls of the Amur leopard continue to grace the snowy forest of the Far East for generations to come. So, before I end the video, if you enjoyed watching this video, you'll likely enjoy exploring their Arabian cousin or their snowy lookalike, as they are shown right here in these boxes. So that's it for today's video. And as always, stay curious, stay wild, and thank you very much for watching.